What is up, everybody? That Texas Gamer back here with another Sports Talks episode. And yeah, today I'm going to be talking about the monster, huge monster, Josh Norman contract. So, yes, let's get into it. If you didn't know, I'll give you a little background information. Josh Norman just came off a Super Bowl loss with the Panthers, and he wanted a big contract with the Panthers, and they didn't want to give him the money he wanted because it was crazy a lot of money. So he became a free agent and signed a couple days ago with the Washington Redskins. So yeah, let me get into that. Let's see here. It says right here that Josh Norman, $75 million on Josh Norman in a 5-year deal. That's crazy, a lot of money. $75 million in 5 years, that's a lot. So yeah, $75 million over 5 seasons is a lot of money. And it says right here he's guaranteed $36.5 million. So guaranteed $36 million. That's a crap load of money right there. He can basically do whatever he wants now he could retire after these 5 seasons and he would be set for life. So yeah. And man, $15 million signing bonus. Man, dang. So yeah, $15 million signing bonus right there as I catch a touchdown, but whatever. $15 million signing bonus, $36.5 million guaranteed. Man, $75 million over 5 seasons. That's a lot of money. In my opinion, too much for a corner, but whatever. So I'm about to pull up his stats right here in a second. So yeah, tell me down below what y'all think about the trade. And what y'all think about it? In my opinion, I think they overpaid. So yeah, I think they overpaid him. $75 million over 5 seasons. That's a lot of money. So yeah, here's his last season's stats: 48 total tackles. That's a lot of tackles. 48 tackles. That's really good. 8 assists, 4 interceptions. So yeah, that's a lot of tackles. It says here in 2012 that he had 52 tackles. Dang, that's a lot of tackles, but he didn't have as much picks. He had 2 TDs, so the longest was 46 yards. I'm pretty sure that says there. So yes, that's a good season from Josh Norman. But I think they did overpay him. Just because, they could have gotten 2 great players with the money that they spent on Norman. Like $75 million, you could have got, a quarterback, not really knowing who's in the free agent market. But they could have got a great quarterback, a great quarterback, a great running back. They lost Alfred Morris this offseason to the Cowboys. That's their great runner. So yeah, that's not good. They lost a runner and they picked up Josh Norman, who's now going to be the face of the franchise. But for what, Josh Norman? I don't know. So let's see. Let's go look at the free agents. They do have Kirk Cousins as their quarterback, who re-signed a 1-year, $19 million deal with the Washington. So that's good. They have their quarterback for 1 more year. Running backs, they could have gotten, after losing him, they could have gotten Matt Forte, Doug Martin, even though he re-signed. They could have got, not Arian Foster, Chris Ivory, James Starks, he's pretty good. He signed back with Green Bay. Let's see here. Let's go back up. So yeah, all these good running backs in here. Let's see. They could have got Reggie Bush has not signed yet, but they could get him potentially for pretty cheap. So yeah, fullbacks out there. Not too many good fullbacks, but wide receivers, they could have got Alshon Jeffrey, Travis Benjamin, Rashard Matthews signed a 3-year, $15 million with Tennessee. Mohamed Sanu, 5 years, $32 million with Atlanta. Mike Wallace signed a 2-year deal with Baltimore, Percy Harvin. Dang, there's some pretty good receivers out there that they could have got. Wolf Welker's still out there, you know. Antonio Gates, they could have got him, but he was going to stay with San Diego. They did get Vernon Davis, but you already have, or the Washington Redskins already have Jordan Reed, which is great for them because he's a great tight end. You know, there's just a lot of people out here that they could have gotten for the price of Norman. A lot of good people. You know, they could have got a ton of good players for the price of Josh Norman, which, you know, isn't the greatest, but whatever. You know, so in my opinion, they overpaid Norman, but if he gets, you know, 7 interceptions this season, 53 tackles, yeah, he was worth that money. You know, I would have gave him half of what he got, like $30 million over 5 seasons, but, you know, these big NFL players, he's one of the best corners in the NFL. They're going to ask for a lot of, you know, a lot of money. So, yeah, another type of person they have a great roster. What did they go last year? 9-7, and they made the first round of the playoffs. So, yeah, I think that in that perspective, they're getting a good defensive back, you know, a good defensive player that can help them in the future. He's pretty young, I'm pretty sure, so yeah. And, you know, he's a good player, so they got a good player, you know. But too much money, yes. Yes, indeed, I think he got way too much money. Yeah, so, yeah, too much money, but in my opinion, how they're going to perform this year, and I think the team this year will probably go 9-7. I think it'll go 10-6 this year. It's either 10-6 or 8-1 for me. I think their defense improves with Norman, but, you know, and I'd rather have, in my opinion, the running back Alfred Morris than Josh Norman. But, you know, that's just me. So y'all got Kirk Cousins, Deshaun Jackson, Vernon Davis, Jordan Reed. I'm just naming like the stud people on y'all's team. Ryan Kerrigan, Colt McCoy, who's not really that good, but you might just remember him at Texas. Pierre Garcon, D'Angelo Hall, even though he's getting a little older now. Just keep looking here. Those are really the big name players on y'all's team. So, yeah, in my opinion, I think Josh Norman's gonna help. I think they'll go like 10-7 or 8-8. So yeah, in my opinion, I think that's gonna be the record for the Redskins this year. So I'm your boy, that Tech Scammer, and see you in the next video.